Let's go. I got a vision I see in my head, a melody buried deep into my soul. They call us crazy, we cutting the edge, unlocking the future and letting it go. This is a calling that's higher. The time we decided our stories are gonna be told. This is where legends are born. We paving the road, a future that favors the bold. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Yeah. Woo! Greatness.
Hello folks, welcome to Callingwood on this Sunday morning. Canadians here in this fourth place final against Foothills Bisons. Looks like the teams are ready to go. And the puck's dropped. Here it comes over into the Canadian zone. Nate's going to take that, move it over to Carson. Carson goes to the far side. Put up the far boards. Puck goes into the Bison zone, tipped back out, dumped into the Canadian zone. Comes behind the net of Gage. Thomas puts that up, held in by the Bison Rink B. Into the corner, they go to battle at number 41, moving it down low, working against Carson. Thrown out through the crease over to the far side, no harm there. Thomas tries to chip it out. He gets it just out. Arm up for a delayed offside with the Bisons. Canadians take that, come down the right side. Nate tried to make the inside move. Not going to quite work there. Balling that up. Damon puts that out in front, kicked over to the far boards. Bisons, cross-ice pass, tipped into the Canadian zone. Lucas is going to take that, move it up to Case. Case quickly up to Sharky. Sharky finds some room on the right side. He takes the puck into the offensive zone, chops it on the net, and the goaltender will hang on to that one for an early whistle. Play stops, 18:43 left in your first period. No score on the board. . Face off in the Bison zones. Battle for it on those far boards. Kicking it down low. Comes Reed right into the slot. The shot deflected. Damon can get all of what he wanted on that. Puck comes over to the near side. Still battling it up on those near boards. Squirts loose. Case trying to go down low for Damon. Puck pops out from the Bisons. Kept in the blue line by Lucas. His shot deflected before it gets to the net. Thrown out in front. It's jammed away. Sitting in the crease. The ref's going to blow that down. $18:08 left in your first period. Face off near side in the Bison zone. Canadians, when it comes back to the point, Carson had to throw that against the near boards. Pressure was coming from the Bisons. Bisons get in their own zone. Now they come out of the Canadian zone, dump it to the far corner. 18 going in to chase it. Battling against Carson. In to help is Finn. Puck going to the far board. 17 drives that down low behind the Canadians' net. Carson puts that off the glass, back to the point. Number 3 rolls that down low. Going to the far side, picking it up. Santi, centering pass, out to Caleb. Picked up by the Bison's defense, thrown back into the Canadians' zone. 15 intercepts that pass, thrown out in front, through the slot over to the far boards. Carson grabs the puck in the corner, up to Santi. Santi gets it up to Caleb. Caleb coming down the right wing, he's going to just flip it into the zone. And icing has been called. 17:08 left in your first period. We'll have the face-off come down in the Canadian zone. On the near side here. Puck's dropped. Canadians come away with the puck. Nate puts it beyond the net over to Case. Case up to Thomas. He was checked trying to move it. Following it up, the Canadians put that out to center. Bisons dump that back into the Canadian zone. On the side, tried to pick that sharp side, not going to go for the Bisons. Number 11 comes off the far boards, so trying to cycle it. Battle for it in that corner there. Over to Case. Bisons, number 5, puts that down low, and it rolls around to the near corner. Coming away with it, the Canadians get hold of it. Justin breaks out, gets it up to Thomas. Thomas coming down the left wing into the Bison zone. Rips one high, glove side over the net. Still loose behind the net. Canadians jump it on in the forecheck. Thomas gets it, flips that down low. Justin picking it up behind the net. Justin rolling around, cycling it, throws it out in front. Thomas couldn't get the stick on that. Comes off the end boards, the Bisons break it out. Here comes 16, coming into the Canadian zone. Low shot off the gauge, and it goes in. Hits his inside arm, hits his blocker arm, and it goes in. Bison score with 16:01 left in your first period. Makes the score 1-0 Foothills. We'll get going again here at center. Damon wins the face-off for the Canadians, gets the puck back to Evan. Evan going up the near side, jamming it off the boards. And the Bisons get it, throw it to the open side, back in the Canadian zone. Carson moves it to Evan. Evan comes up the right wing to Sharkey. Sharkey dumps that into the zone. Damon on the forecheck, over with Reed on the far side. Bisons pick it up. Cross-ice pass over to 8, coming down the left wing into the Canadian zone. Challenged against Evan. He pokes the puck into the near boards. Following up, Damon comes for help, moves the puck over to the corner, thrown out in front. That's cleared away by Carson. Evan up the near boards, looking for Sharkey. Sharkey couldn't move it around. Number 7, 8 throws it into the high slot. Reed got a stick on it, disrupts play. Evan picks up the loose puck. He's going to put that off the glass and out to the neutral zone. Touch pass from over to Sharkey. Sharky right in front. Darren backdoor. Glove saved by the goaltender. Puck still loose. Comes over to the near corner. Trying to go across the ice for Sharky. That's intercepted. Sits in the high slot. Lucas activates from the point. He keeps the puck in the zone. Goes into the near corner. Sharky into battle for it. Number 7 takes over for the Bisons. Picking up the loose puck. And it looks like the Bisons are about to end up in the box. Sharky ends up down and out in the corner. Number 2 gets up, chatting with the refs, throwing up his arms, certainly sign of the guilty party. He's going to head to the box with 14:44 left in the first period, and it's 1-0 for the for the Bisons. Canadians going on the power play. Excellent chance to tie the game here. Finn's going to take the face-off for the Canadians. He wins it, gets it over to Caden. Caden back to Nate, down to Caden. Caden cycling the puck down low to Finn. Finn back up to the point to Nate. Nate taking a look, regular look, passes it down to Caden. Caden trying to go through 2 bodies. They take the puck away and send it down the ice. Gage stops the puck, sets it up for Case. Case back behind his own net, setting it up. Lets Caden take it on the rush. Coming down the left wing, Caden coming into the Bison zone. Rips one backdoor, low on the goal, just off the far side. Back to the point, here's Case with it, trying to feed it in front. Finn couldn't get the shot off, it hits man. Good block by the Bisons, and they clear the zone. Bisons have it in the neutral zone, they're going to dump it into the Canadian zone. And as Nate comes back for it, there's 1:05 left in the Canadians' power play. Nate coming up the right side. He drops it back for Caden. Comes all the way back to Gage. Gage is going to stop play and let his team reset. When we get going again, there'll be 13:44 left in the first period and 59 seconds left in the Canadians' power play. Face off near side in the Canadian zone. Scramble for it. Boss gets another whack at it. Gets over to Nate. Nate moves it to Case. Case sets up behind his own net to the right side to Nate. Nate centering pass up to Sharky. He tips that in the Bison zone and blocks it. Keeps it in. Coming in. The Canadians still rushing. Boss couldn't get the shot off. He passes it back to the point up to Case. Up the near boards. Comes back to Case. Case rips one high. Glove side over the net. Over back to the right point. Nate. His shot deflected. I don't know what that was, but it comes all the way back into the Canadian zone. Case gets it back to Nate. Nate back over to Case. Case challenged by number 18 in the corner over there. Flipped back up. Damon finds some space. He's taken down. No penalty on that one. Canadians start behind their own net. Getting regular personnel on as their power play has expired. Unsuccessful on that first one there. Canadians coming out of their own net. Sharky smokes in the neutral zone. He was engaged with 41 and 18 comes and gives him a charge.
Bye-bye, buddy.
He didn't like that, but I think the fact is that Sharky was already engaged with another player. And a second Bison, number 18, comes and gives him the cold shoulder. Second power play of the game for the Canadians begins at 12:34 left in this first period. Goaltender in the right corner there. Oh, I lost that camera. Interesting. I'll fix it at the break. Anyway, the goalie getting some quick repairs. And we're ready to go. Bisons win that face-off. They put it into the far corner. 11 dumps that back. Picking that up is Caden. Caden back to the point. Here's Carson. Back to Caden. Caden walking it down the dot. There's a shot low on the goaltender. Rebound available. It's sitting in the blue paint. Still alive. Still alive. They're taking some shots. And the goalie rushes out, leaping at the puck. He'll put a stop with 12:19 left in this first period. You're good. You got enough room? I can move this over here. There you go, sir. Face off, back in the Bison zones, 1:44 left in the Canadians' power play. Carson at the point, moves it down to Caden. Caden coming down through the high slot, rolls it back down the right side. Cycling below the net, tried to put his short side, comes off the outside, comes back to Caden. Shot, saved by the goaltender. Puck goes into the far corner. Reed tries to move that up. Finn back over to Caden. Caden, left side of the ice, trying to cycle it. He comes out of the zone. Caden coming down the middle again. Flip through over to the far boards. Carson rips one high off the glass. Evan trying to work it at the line. Comes out. Thomas comes back for help. Gets it over to Carson. Carson up to Boston. Boston receives the puck, moves to the right side. Dumped in by Caden. And the Bison's going to send that down the ice again. Right on to Gage. Gage takes that, sets it up for Nate. 39 seconds left in the Canadians' power play as Nate stretches that out, looking for Boston. Boston up to Nate. Nate going down the left wing. There's some space there. Closes off. He dumps it in. That's knocked down by the Bisons. Fire it directly into their net, and we'll have a face-off down, I think, down low in the Bison zone. No, sir. Linesmen lining up in front of the Bison's bench outside of the zone. 25 seconds left in the Canadians' power play. 11 minutes left in this first period where the Canadians are trailing 1-0. Canadians win the face-off. Comes back to Nate. Nate over to Justin. Justin coming down the right side. Tries to feed that in. Looking for Thomas. Bounces back to Boston. Boss. Back to Case at the point. Over to Boss. Over to Justin, down to Boss. Boss trying to cycle it down low, right in front of that net. Thomas trying to battle for position. Puck comes back to the right point, down to Nate, back to Boss. Boss rips one low, rebound available, cleared out by Bisons, but not out. Nate keeps that in the line, quick shot, pad save, rebound deflected into the near corner. Power play has expired. Canadians and the Bisons both at full strength. Bisons get out of their own zone, put that puck into the Canadian zone. Nate's going to take over. Nate slips behind the net. 15's going to jump on that loose puck, turn around, back to the point. Number 7 rips one, glove save. Gage has that low down in his pads, and he's going to hang on to that. Halfway through the first period, and the Bisons, who scored early, keep that 1-goal lead. We'll set up again. Oh, looks like that camera came back. Woo! Face off, near side in the Canadian zone. Bisons win that. Slap shot from the draw. Number 7 misses. Comes over to the near side. 18 throws that back in front. Cleared away by Lucas. All the way back to the point it goes, but 7 for the Bisons keeps it in. Behind the Canadians net. 18 trying to work it. Comes up the side. Gage had that side sealed off. Damon clears up the rebound, gets to the Sharky. Sharky goes wide side to Caleb. Caleb picks up the puck, sends it into the Bison zone. Damon on the forecheck. Bisons move it to the near side. Touch pass, and it comes out to center. Caleb got a stick on that. Comes back to Lucas. Lucas off the glass, trying to put that in the Bison zone. Stopped at the blue line, following that out. Caleb puts it into the Bison zone. Damon had the puck on his stick, it's checked off, now comes out to center again, and the Bison's number 18 putting that into the Canadian zone, going for a line change. Evan back to start it off for the Canadians. He makes one move, makes the second, takes the pass to the right side to Caleb. Caleb dumps that into the Bison zone. Down the far side, puck comes over and back to the neutral zone. Case has it on the right side, pass from Carson. Case puts that behind the Bison's net, and on the forecheck is Caden. Santi puts the belt on number 12, puck stays in the zone. Case over to the near point. Bison's able to chip that out to center. Goes from Carson, back to Case. Case going down the right side, up to Santi. Santi taps that into the Bison zone, goes into Chase. They move it up the near boards. Wheeling around. Here's Santi. Tried to put that back out. Comes to Case. Case rips one low. Another chance. The goalie made the first save. A rebound by Caden. His shot hits the goaltender and steered aside. Bison's grabbing it again. Stuck in their own zone. Santi out. Looking to lay the beat on number 2. Puck comes over to Caden. Caden couldn't fit that in front. And the Bisons come away with it. Number 3 puts that out to center. Intercepted by Carson. Carson gets it over the right side to Caden. Caden is going to come back to his own zone to reset. Caden coming down the right wing into the Bison zone. Couldn't make the last move in front. Puck goes behind the Bison's net over to the right side. Nate keeps that in at the line. His shot pops the heel of his stick. Intercepted by the Bisons. Number 8 moves that to the near side. 14 cuts it. 44 cuts into the middle. Coming in to the Canadians net. And there's Gage getting to the top of his crease and Golova's save as the Bisons were rushing in. Play stops. 7:09 left in your first period. Bisons still up 1-0. Couple of personnel changes. We're ready to go. Face off. Near side in the Canadian zone. Drop down. Here's Justin trying to jump that. Turned around at the line. Shot by Bisons. Another one in front by number 2. Steered aside by Gage. Goes to the far corner. Number 44 pick it up for the Bisons. His centering pass intercepted by the Canadians. He gets it back though. Sends it back to the point. Shot. Right side. Up on Gage. Gage catches that in his chest and it rolls down in his arm. And as it hits the ice, he covers it immediately. Getting a stop with 6:48 left in this first period. Face off far side in the Canadian zone. Battle for it on the far boards. Thomas. Kept in the line by number 11. Now comes to 44, putting it in front. Thomas pushing around 44, but 44 gets the puck back in the far corner. Centering. Canadians jump on that. Won't let 25 take the shot. Canadians come out to center with it. Justin coming down the right wing into the Bison zone. Trying to wheel around that defender. Put it out in front. Goalie had that side. Wheeled off. Or squared off. And Thomas goes behind the net to Justin, back to the point to Lucas. Lucas just barely keeps it in. Thomas right below the net, right in front of his Damon. It goes through his wheelhouse and the Bisons clear it. Get it out to center, put it up the nearest side. Waiting for it is Reed. Reed playing defense coming in. Reed looking for that blocker side, a save by the goalie. 6 minutes left in your first period. Canadians still looking for their first goal. They're trailing the Bisons as the puck goes in the Bison zone. Comes back up to center. Evan tries to move that up. Bounces over to the right side where Reed picks it up. Reed dumps that in. Reed moved back to his forward position. Bisons coming up the near side. Carson slows down number 15. Loose puck goes behind the net. 18 reverses it back to the near corner. Carson looking for Sharkey, just out of his reach. Bison's going to grab that and ahead right back to the penalty box. I believe it's a high stick, but we'll find out the call from our official. Rough is the call. Roughing penalty called on their captain. And the Canadians are going to have a third chance at the power play. Unsuccessful so far. Let's see if they can turn it around on this go-round. 5:18 left in your first period. Canadians keep the puck in the zone. Here's Caden on the half boards. Chipped out. Bisons can't get it out. Keep it in his case. Tried to move that down to Finn, but that's intercepted. Bisons clear that to the near corner, and Nate's going to come back. Start it off for the Canadians. Leaves it for Caden. Caden walks over it. Nate moves it to the far side to Finn. Finn cross ice to Caden. Caden has some speed coming into the zone now. Couldn't make the inside move. Comes back to Santi. Santi puts that in the corner looking for Caden. Caden returns it. Comes out in front. Cleared away by the Bisons. Looked like a good sequence there, but the Bisons intercept that. Now they're coming down the right side into the Canadian zone. Case able to keep that to the far corner. Puck goes from Finn over to Caden. Caden couldn't make the move on 41. Nate has the puck in his own zone. Stretch pass, looking for Santi. Bisons put that back in the Canadian zone. 52 seconds left in the Canadians' power play. Goes through Caden's wheelhouse. And icing called with 4:06 left in this first period. Face off near side in the Canadian zone. Canadians still have 48 seconds left in their power play. They win the face off. Evan takes the puck behind his own net. Sets it up. Going to Carson on the far side. Carson over to Boston. Boston picks that up. Stopped just inside the blue line. Bisons take over. Here's 16. Cross it into center. High shot. Just missing the near side. The glove side of Gage. Comes off the boards, and the Canadians getting the puck back. Here's Evan with it. He's being patient with the puck. Passes it to Carson. Carson takes a look. Up to Damon. Damon touches that for Justin, who takes a shot, deflected off the boards. Boston back to the point. Here's Evan. Down to Boston. Boston, a little bit of room. Passes it back. Damon, back to Boston. David in front. There it is. Justin picks up the rebound and puts it into the back of the net. Justin hunting down the right side, sitting on the open side of the net. And Damon rips one low on the goaltender. Shot for rebound, and the rebound comes to Justin. Ties the game up at 1. Power play goal scored with 3:12 left in their first period. Ready to go at center again. Bisons win that face-off. 14 moves it to his defensive partner. Centering pass up to 7. 7 gets it into the Canadian zone. Turning him around. Carson Webb. Puck comes out of the zone. Carson follows that up again. Chips that into the Bison zone. Bisons coming up the near side of the ice. Pass too far for number 8 to receive. Icing called with 2:50 left in the first period. Took 3 tries on the power play, but the Canadians finally find the back of the net, and we're tied at 1 late in the first period. Face off far side in the Bison zone. Put back to the point where Case keeps that in. He lows the low shot, stick saved by the goaltender, puck directed to the far corner. 44 picking it up for Foothills. Can't get out of their own zone. Thomas picks it up at the blue line. He's coming into the slot. His shot deflected over to the far corner. Sharkey puts that back to the point. Case has a lot of space. There's a shot. Blocker save directed into the spectator netting, and that's where play will stop with 2:25 left in the first period. Face off going to be on the far side in the Bison zone. Puck's dropped. Bisons put that back to the blue line, kept in by Case. Thomas trying to move it up the boards more. Bisons get it back. Cross ice pass to 17. Challenge against Lucas. 17 goes to the outside. Lucas gets his stick on that. Slows down 17, who has to dump it behind the net. Looks for 15 to pick up. Challenged by Case. Picking the puck up is Reed. He gets that up to half court. 17 takes it back. High shot over the net. Comes over to the far point. Thomas tried to push out. Puck sent down into the far corner. Reverse back. Thomas picks up that loose puck. Comes over to Sharkey. Sharkey couldn't move it up to his strong hand. And the Bison's going to dump that back in the Canadian zone. Case with it. Reverses behind his own net. Tries to move it to the near side. Intercepted by 15. Down to 18. Through the slot. Lucas puts that to the outside. Shot from the point. 7. Tipped on by 17. Good save by Gage. He had that up in his chest. Coming from the high slot again. Puck's here comes in the slide. Oh, what a save by... No! Case stands in front. He makes the block, but the puck comes down and the rebound onto the stick of a Bison player who puts it into the back of the net. Bison score with 1:21 left in the first period. They regain the lead. It's 2-1 for Foothills. Canadians win the face-off. Caleb takes that puck, dumps it into the Bison zone. Goalie out to play it. He's got to move it quick. Up the boards. Here's Carson, keeps it in at the point. There's a low shot, blocked in front. Couldn't move it over to Caleb. Caden was down in front. Puck moved around up the near boards. Nate keeps that in. Throws it to the opposite corner. Touchdown by 13. Carson pinches in, keeps that in. Caleb at the line, moves that down low for Finn. Out of his reach, 7 for Bison's going to pick it up. Centering pass up to 20, and the Foothills Bisons coming into the Canadian zone. Dumped behind Canadians, net comes up the side, 16. Throws it low on Gage, puck still loose. And they're going to blow the whistle and stop play with 30 seconds left in this first period. Face off far side in the Bison zone. Bisons win that, put that to the far corner. Carson jumps on it, moves it up the boards. Caden grabs it, centers it up to Caleb. Caleb with it. Trying to put that up to Finn. Comes back into the Bison zone. Number 2 back to play it. Goes to the wide side. Number 4 with a bunch of space. Glove save, Gage. Trying to pick that far post. Bison's coming down the right wing. Their eyes got big, but not as big as Gage's glove was there. He makes the stop with 7 seconds left in the first period. Carson, below the goal line, moves that out to safety, and that's going to do it for your first period. Buzzer goes, and the Foothills Bisons will be heading to the dressing room with a 2-1 lead. Bisons getting 2 full strength, even strength goals in that, and the Canadians scoring theirs on the power play. We'll take a break, let the Zamboni do its thing, and we'll see you for the second period in a few.
Yeah. So, one white guy and 3 blue guys, and the white guy still gets the shot. Yeah, take them in. Okay. This quarter always has that draft.
Yeah, I feel it. It's hard. There's my jacket on this time.
Did you watch any of that Callingwood Cup at all? They're up 3-1, 7 minutes to go. They're playing, it's all club teams. It's the team from Slovakia, I think, or Czechia. About 5 minutes left. Canada gets a penalty. They put a goalie, so it's 6-on-4. So they score. A couple minutes later, they scored to tie it, and then with 40 seconds left in the game, they scored it. They just fell apart in the last 5 minutes. They had Riley was sitting on the lap where we watched it, and she left after I said the third bucket. It was a good Oiler game anyway to watch it afterwards. Again. Holy cow. Is that the other team that's set up over there? And
In our corner, yeah.
it's kind of got a big thing and a little thing. So I'm going to be streaming live. Big production.
slang, I speak it every day. I'm trying to get it poppin', each and every way. It's one nation, under goons. My goons are stripping all these cats down in their under rooms. Rooms, 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 Here's my southern slang, I speak it every day. I'm trying to get it poppin', each and every way. It's one nation, under goons. My goons are stripping all these cats down in their under rooms. Rooms, 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 rooms,
Hello, folks. Welcome back to the second period here at Callingwood. Canadians wearing the darks are down 2-1 to the Bisons wearing the white. Caden coming down the right side in the Bison zone. There's a shot out right away. Fence scores! Shot in front. Rebound comes over to Finn, and Finn Zample sends it to the back of the net, tying the game with 15 seconds into the second period. That was a quick intro right back. I don't know what they said in the locker room, but it certainly worked. Look at the Canadians jump on the first shift of the game, or second period, pardon me. So we're tied to 19:45 left in the second period. Puck's dropped again. Canadians coming into the attacking zone once again. Caden had the puck chopped off his stick, comes out to center. Bison's number 41 coming down the right side. Nate has him lined up, puts him into the boards. Puck comes out to center. Santi up to Caden. Caden has some space. Makes the inside move. Backhand forward. Oh, it rolls off his stick. He had it. It looked like he had it, folks. Bisons put that out to center. Here come the Canadians attacking again. Carson puts that into the Bison zone. They trap it. Send it back out to center. Carson with the stick slows down the Bisons. Bisons get it. Glove save by Gage. And he'll hang on to the puck. 19:06 left in your second period. And the Canadians have already tied it up. They came into the period down 1. They score first rush of the period, find themselves tied. Face-off near side in the Canadian zone. Canadians win that face-off. Case puts that off the boards over to Lucas. Lucas puts it back, trapped down by 2. 2 tried to put that out front, comes over to 44. He rips that through the slot, comes off the far board. 7 puts the stick on that, and it goes down behind the Canadians' net. Lucas in the battle against number 44. 2's going to end up with it. Put that back to the point. Waiting to hunt. That was Reed. Reed picks that up. Comes down the left wing into the Bison zone. Going to the net. He loses it. Puck comes over to number 7. Number 8 on the far side tries to pin it against the boards. Damon in to come and dig it out. In to help Reed. Comes back to the point. Sharkey was able to intercept the puck, but send it back to the point. It rolls out. Canadians defense move that around, and Reed's going to dump that back into the Bison zone. Bison 7 going to the far side. Pass number 8. Rips it off the skate of number 7 over to the near boards. 44 picks that up for the Bisons. Comes through center. Comes to his left into the Canadian zone. Going out far wide. Cycling around the net. Coming back up. Case out to play. 44 puts that in front, skips through the zone. 7 rips run from the other way, and Justin with the block shot. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Bisons have to go back to their own zone, put it off the far boards. Now they're coming in the Canadian zone once again. 18 couldn't get a past Case. Thomas takes the loose puck, moves it quickly up to Boston, just out of his wheelhouse. Bisons put that off the boards and out to center. 15 with it, flips it to the open wing. 3's going to walk onto it, come into the Canadian zone. His shot wide of the mark, comes up the near boards, return back behind the net. Case gives it a shove over to Justin. His exit blocked by number 3. Puck goes into the corner, now it's behind the Canadians' net. Number 18, take it on Boston. Puck comes over to Case. Case sends that down the ice. Icing called with 16:57 left in the second period. It's the second period now, despite what my score banner says. Well, now we got it right. 2-2 is the score with 16:57 left in the second period. Face off in the Canadian zone. Puck moved to the near boards. Bison's trying to move that down. That's intercepted by the Canadians. Caden ends up with it. He takes a hit. Looks like a knee-on-knee. Number 17 guilty of sticking out that knee and clipping Caden. He's going to end up in the box. And Canadians on the power play will set up in the Bison zone. Face off on the near side. 4-minute penalty issued to the Bison's captain. Second time he's been in the box this game. Puck put up the boards. Number 41 jumps on it. He's coming in. Forehand. Stays out. Comes off the iron. Number 11 puts him against the corner. Finn with it. Wraparound attempt. Engage. Closes the door on that. Puck stays loose. Comes over to the near corner. There's a shot. Rips off the glass to the far side. Canadians are on the power play, if you believe it. Now they can come out of their own zone. Caden's going to pick up that puck. Streak it down the right side. Caden carrying it down low. Trying to go low on the goalie. Pad save. Finn gets the puck, moves it to Caden. Caden back to the point for Nate. Nate sees some space, walks it down low. Pad save. Rebound. Picked up by the Bisons, comes out to center. Waiting for it is Carson. Carson over to Caden. Caden gonna streak back, set it up, trying to get around number 41. Picking the far side, comes down the right wing into the Bison zone. Nice move. Tried to flip it high. Rises on his stick, goes over the net. Damon in to play. From Carson back to Damon. Carson now down to Damon. Damon walking it down. Rips one high up the goaltender. He got the chest on it. Sends the puck over the net. Nate with it. Over to Finn. Finn trying to go backdoor to Damon. And intercepted by the Bisons. Number 3 who sends that puck down the ice. 2:20 left in the Canadians' power play. 15 minutes left in the second period. Stretch past Damon. Damon comes in low on the goal. Ends up in the logo. And that goaltender will hang on with 14:55 left in the second period. Canadians still on the power play for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Face off near side in the Bison zone. Bisons chip that out to center. Evan goes to play, puts it up the boards. 14, trailing, takes that puck and slams it down the ice. Here's Carson with it, having trouble handling it behind the net. Gets help from Evan. Evan gets it over to Justin. Justin going down the far side, stops, turns, waits for help. Evan comes in, looking for that backdoor play. He rethinks it, puts the puck into the corner. 14's going to take that and send it down the ice. Gage out to set it up for Carson. 1:30 left in the Canadiens' power play. Pass over to the far side to Justin. He couldn't skate onto it. 14 for the Bisons. Has the puck, sends it down the ice. Evan comes to the near side to Boston. Sent back down behind the net by number 8 of the Bisons. Evan over to Boston on the near side again. Boston goes over. Oh, that was Carson giving it to Boston. 4 and 14. Hard to see that extra number sometimes. Boston coming in. Cross-ice pass to Justin. Justin tried to backhand that on net, but 17 gets a hold of it, sends it down the ice. Here's Case out to play it. 40 seconds left in the power play for the Canadiens. Case over to the near side to Sharkey. Sharkey looking for Thomas. Through his wheelhouse, tipped in the zone though. Reed picks up the loose puck, puts it out in front. Thomas trying to jam away at it. Cleared away back to the point. Case with it. Case taking a look. Over to Sharkey. Sharkey has it hop off his stick. He sends it back to the point to Case. Case back down to Sharkey. Sharkey back up to Case. Case down to Sharkey. Sharkey. He tried to put that down low. Goes off the skate of number 11. Off the post. Sharkey couldn't hit the broad side of the net. It was open. It was chipped up and sent down the ice. Canadiens' power play is over. Bisons kill it off. Bisons' power play held the Canadiens in their own zone for good chunks of that time. And they did a great job killing off a double minor. Face off in the Bison zone. 12:38 left in this second period. Bisons win that face off. 13 taking it to the far side. Off the boards, and 2's going to pick that up. 2-on-1 back the other way. 14 back to 2. 2 backhand, high engage. And the puck cleared away by the Canadiens. Bisons out at the neutral zone with it. Dump that back in the Canadian zone. 17 and Carson going at it. Passed over to 8. 8 puts that back, looking for the point. 13 has to move down quickly. Cleared up by the Canadiens. Caden makes a pass to the outside. Here's Caden coming into the slot. Rips wide, blocker save. Number 7 back. And the Bisons pick up the puck in their own zone. Number 7 coming to the near side, watched by Finn. Comes out to the neutral zone. Carson makes the pass back to Lucas. Intercepted by 17 of the Bisons. Quick shot off the iron. Stays out again. Ripped it twice off the iron. Bisons back in their own zone. Try and put it in the zone. Santi dumps that and heads to the bench for a line change. Bisons coming up the near side. Crossing over to the far side. Number 7 skating across center. Puts it into the open corner. Evan goes back to play it. Evan, pass over to Justin. Gets it back to Evan. Evan going to Boston. He puts a low shot. Goalie steers that over to the near corner. Battle for it right in front of the camera. Puck put down low. Number 9's going to go for it. Picked up by number 12 of Foothills. He comes out to center, and Nate puts the hit on him. 41 takes that, dumps that into the Canadian zone. Evan over to the far side to Justin. Justin gets that to the blue line, no further. Number 11, I think, of Foothills keeps that in, moving it down the side of the net. Good save by Gage. Pops out to Thomas. He puts that off the boards and out. Number 3 for Foothills is going to put that down back in the Canadian zone. Nate picks up the puck. Gage has gone to the bench. as Foothills is about to take another penalty. Nate grabs the puck again. Now it's held against the boards. The whistle will go with 10-11 left in the second period. And Foothills, each player willing to sign their name to the boards inside the sin bin. This time it's number 41's turn. And it will be a 2-minute penalty for Foothills. Canadians back on the power play. Face off near dots. Reed wins it for the Canadians. Sharkey puts it back to the point. Here's Case with it over to Damon. Down low for Sharkey. Sharkey returns it to Damon. Held in by Case. Over to Damon. Back to Case. He rips one glove side of the goaltender, hangs on for the whistle. 9:54 left in your second period. 1:43 left in the Canadians' power play. We're tied at 2, face off inside the Bison zone on the near side. Bisons win that face off. Number 14 turns around, fires it down the ice. Gage sets it up for Nate. Nate goes to the near side to Damon. Damon finds some space. Pass over to Sharkey. Sharkey dumps that into the Bison zone. Bisons are going to dump that back to the Canadian side of the ice. Nate back to play it. Over to Damon. Damon pass over to Reed. Reed coming down the right wing. Thrown in front for Sharkey. He couldn't get the stick on it. Bisons put that back to the blue line, but Damon keeps it in, tries to cycle it. He's checked. 44. Case keeps that in at the line. Number 11 picks up the loose puck, sends it down the ice. 9 minutes left in your second period. 45 seconds left in the Canadians' power play. Case drops the puck for Caden. Caden skates down the near side, crosses over to the far side, coming down the right wing into the Bison zone. High slot, picking that up. Caleb Brothers chance, misses the near post. Caden picks up the puck, comes back to the point. Case has it. Case over to Finn, lifts the stick. Case keeps that in, comes over to Caden. Battle in front is Caleb. Caden tried to go low on the goaltender. Goaltender only left a sliver of the net open, which was not enough to get the puck in. Play stops with 8:21 left in the second period. 10 seconds left in the power play. Face-off won by the Bisons. Puck comes back into the Canadian zone. Bisons have killed off their power, or their penalty kill. Killed off their penalty. Yeah. And Bison stuck in their own zone. Finn picks up the puck, directed towards net, but cleared away. Caden picks it back up. Carson takes a shot. Well, he kind of just dumped it from the point, keeping it in. Comes back into the Bison zone. Bisons are going to move that over to the near side. Send all the way down the ice into the Canadian side. .7:27 left in your second period. Face off in the Pleasant zone. Canadians have it. There's a quick shot. And no, that button. Justin sitting on the far side. That's the second time Justin scores in that fashion this game. And the Canadians have pulled ahead 3-2. Goal comes 7:20 left in your second period. Canadians taking the lead with 7:20 left in the second period. Puck comes back into the Bison zone. Thomas has it right in front. Is Boston. Boston backhand. Oh, and a blocker save by that goaltender. He had to swipe at it twice. Boston with a hard backhand there. Justin in front looking for Boston. That's knocked down by number 3. Canadians get the puck back. Here's Boston sending that back to the point. It hops past Lucas all the way down the ice. Lucas is going to go back to grab it. Oh, comes high off the glass behind the Canadians' net, goes to the far side. Wheeled around, Lucas is going to pick that up. Off the boards, comes out to the neutral zone. 3's going to put that to the open corner. Lucas, far side. Reed pushes that forward for Damon. Damon on the left wing, low shot. And the goaltender traps that in the body pads and hangs on with 6:05 left in the second period. Good second period for the Canadians. They've come back, put 2 on the board, find themselves up 3-2. 6:05 left in the second period. Face off near side in the Bison zone. Sharkey moves that around to the far side. 14 with it. That's sealed in by Reed. He directs it behind the Bison's net again. 11 down low. Damon knocks that down. Backhand trying to go short side. There's another whack. Another whack. And Sharkey puts that in. Sharkey and Damon working together. Bang away that puck low in front of the net. And the Canadians have 3 goals in the second period. They're up 4-2. Roughing penalty being given to Reed after the play. I don't know if he was celebrating too hard or what. Bah. They throw 2. Oh, they threw 2 in the box. It's even. So Reed's one of them, and a Bison player is the second. Canadians win that face-off. They put that puck right back in the Bison zone. Number 9 tries to move that to the near side, gets it up to 18. 18 off the boards to 15. Cross-ice pass to number 17, coming down the left wing, low shot. Gage with the stick save, directs that into the spectator netting, and we get a pause with 5:29 left in the second period. Canadians win the face-off in their own zone. Caden centering pass intercepted by the Bisons, who direct the puck back behind the Canadians' net. Comes loose to the near side. Case gets a stick on it. I think Santim tried moving that up the boards. Bisons keep that into the near corner. 18 on the far side. Challenged by Caden. Did they get it out? Nope, puck stays in the zone. Open to the near corner. Loose behind the net. Nate moves the puck over to the corner. Caden back behind the net for Finn. Over to Case, back to Finn, pops past him, comes loose. Case over to Caden. Caden picks up that puck, comes into the Bison zone. There's a shot, blocker side. Rebound comes over to the near boards. Centering pass up to 17. Carson couldn't get up to him. 17 come down the left wing. There's a high shot off the glass. Rebound comes to the half boards. 8 keeps that, shovels it down into the near corner. Rolls behind the Canadians net. Here's Carson with it. Put up the boards. Pinching in is number 14. Stick save by Gage. Directed to the near side. Caden puts that off the boards. Finn skates onto it. Coming down the left wing. Comes in. Couldn't get it around. 14 takes him out of the play and ices the puck. Whistle goes. 3:58 left in the second period. And we'll draw the face-off, far side in the Bison zone. Face-off, scrambled, Bison's coming away with it. Boston centering pass, disrupted by number 13. He puts that out of play, trying to put it off the glass. Face off will go on the far side in the Bison zone. Yeah, good call. Number 41 jumped on the face-off. He'll be removed from the dot. 16 is going to take his place. 16 against 16, our own Boston Smashnik. Bisons win that face-off. Boston's usually pretty good in this face-off circle. I bet I'll call a win for him later today. There's a shot from the point by Nate up into the glove of the goaltender, who's going to hang on. Play stops, 3:32 left in your second period. Canadians still up 4-2. Some line changes being made. Boston with it against number 2. And they're going to toss number 2 from the face-off dot. Replaced by number 44. Boston wins it this time, gets it over to Justin. Back to Nate at the point. There's a hard shot, tipped in front. Number 7 clears it away for the Bison. Puts it to the far side, 13 up to 8. 8 centering pass picked up by Lucas. 2 takes over though, finds the loose puck, comes down the right wing into the Canadian zone. Dumps it to the opposite corner. Justin against number 8. 8 dumps that down low. Here's 44 cycling it around. Low shot. There's a stick save by Gage. Return back into the near corner. Still battling for it on those boards. Now Boston gets it, flips it forward for Thomas. Thomas receives it, comes down the right wing, goes outside. Throws it in front, tipped by number 13 over to the near boards. Boston on the forecheck, slowing down the exit of the Bisons, and they flip the puck down the ice into the Canadian zone. Nate winding up the Jets again. He gets the pass up to Boston, who kicks it out to center. Put back into the Canadian zone. Nate finds the loose puck, quickly back to Lucas. 8 jumps on it, 8 on the half boards, spinning around, throws it. It's deflected over to the near boards. 13's lining up a shot. But Lucas had his skate in the way, and the shot doesn't get there. Lucas with the block sends the puck into the spectator netting. Play stops with 2:15 left in your second period. Not sure if I said Nate or Lucas. Lucas is the one who had the block. With my brain ain't working that quick. Face off in the Canadian zone. Quickly, the Bisons are on it. Throw it out in front. Cleared away by the Canadians. Here's Case with it. Off the boards. Out to center. 14 takes that. Puts that to the near corner. Open side of the ice. Carson gets that over to Case. Bisons get that back. Up the half boards. Here's 14. Low shot. Misses. Comes over to the near side. 11 puts that into the corner for number 15. Throw it out in front. There's a shot that goes wide off the end boards. 14 takes that. Low shot on Gage. 17 couldn't hit the open side. Picked up the rebound right in front. And it looks like it goes in. Moved from below the goal line right in front, sitting just outside of the crease. The Bisons forward grabs it, puts it into the back of the net. And they pull within one. It's a 4-3 game with 1:30 left in the second period. Ready to go at center again. Canadians win the face-off. Lucas puts that into the Bison zone. Icing waved off. Comes out to center. Cut off by Caden. Caden escapes the check coming down. He's tracked down from behind. 17 puts that out to center. Lucas grabs the puck. Lucas skates it up the near boards, throws it up. 11 knocks it down. Finn chops that forward. Here's Caden again. 14 with the low hit on Caden. There's a shot in front. Tipped by Caleb. Goes to the far corner. Back to the point. Here's Nate with it. He tries to rip one. It's deflected off the mark. Finn back to Caden. Finn on the half. Oh, right in front of the goal. He kicks that free. That was a quick reflex there by the goaltender. Centering pass. Intercepted by Caleb. He throws that around Caden. Comes off the boards. Caden goes behind the net to retrieve it. Caden bumped twice. And a third time. Third one looked like it was charging, but no call there. 17 coming into the Canadian zone down the far side. 20 seconds left in this period. 21 from the point. Off the mark. Comes off the end boards over to the near side. Canadians pick up the puck. It's kept in the zone by Bisons. 41 going behind the net to retrieve it. Nate knocks down his player. There will be a tripping call there, I think. Slashing being called. I'm guessing on Nate. Nate wants some extra words with the Bisons. This is pretty chippy. I didn't expect this. They're an out-of-town team. We don't really have history with them, yet the Canadians and the Bisons are like oil and water right now. Not getting along at all. That's the end of your second period. And the Canadians heading to their locker room, up 4-3. Special hello to all our fans, whether you're watching from Hawaii or Kelowna or Edmonton or Saskatchewan or Manitoba. Oh, special thank you to Finn's grandparents there. Thank you for the recognition. Who else do we have? We have fans in Ontario, I think, today. And New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. And Grand Prairie, Alberta. Fans tuning in from Grand Prairie. Thank you for the help, Candace. All right, well, we'll take a break. We will see you folks after the Zamboni does its business. Take care.
good call in that last game. That's where we're here. We saw the rough stuff.
Yeah.
You're down the road. Maybe there's some more excitement. Yeah, that's good. Where's your youngest boy playing? Yeah, Tree said, oh no, that's 2012. Tree said, fully in the team. Did you have his name? He wasn't invited. They must legally have to put a name down. Okay, yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah, we were there.
and I arrived early on Friday morning. I'm getting all set up. And I don't know. Yeah, Rick was listening.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh, we got affiliates in the lineup? They're like, no, we just got going on the lineup.
Well, I've asked him a few times to bring him out. There's no worry. I think that he's as big as half the guys on the team. And he's already been hitting. He played in 2010. He was hitting the guys last year. What were he? He was the one that got the only goal against Power.
Okay.
Remember that game? It was the second game. It was that spring game. You guys won the tournament. And we were the 11 team that went up in 2010. They're a little worried because he's going to get he can't wait. This is so much funner. He said this is going to be, because right now he touches a kid, it's a penalty. And it's not, it's a lot of times it's the head that is well, we want to go to a practice, that'd be nice. I'll keep bugging Derek. He's playing with the Riggers AAA team on the spring show. They got a lot of AAA players on this team. We never played spring much, but because it's hitting next year, we got it. If you're gonna do it, this is it's been a tough year. It's a little bit. It's like he's learning about the other stuff. He had 8 2012s in there. Trace. Good fast game. Oh yeah, he was so fast. When kids are all the same age, the practice is going. That's what they're doing. Barrett, the best player in Alberta. He saved our ass lots. But we tied CCK, we tied the crew, those were the top teams in the province in the major. We tied them near the end. But we were short of forward the whole year. We only had 8 forwards. And that was a bit of a struggle for Creek because we moved from defense to forward and then had to learn being on the short team. So we never had a solid lineup. That was a tough decision. Maybe they decided to rather have kept it strong than they should have put it. Yeah, as soon as he went to spring, we had an extra forward and just dominated. But it's a battle for players. It's just getting. It's a battle. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll probably come back here and like. It would help if Derek has trade the pool. If we have decisions. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of stuff they got to do. He's going to go to James Michelle and what else? I have to think about that. Like we have a decision next year to do. But also, it would help if these guys won. And start hitting Jason. Boys, you guys gotta hitting. You gotta push this guy's hitting. Edmonton has. So it's like, why don't you get? I think we beat them out. Pardon?
I think it's very strong. It's the only, unless it's going to change, that first half of the season.
He said he would. He said to me verbally that no one had 3 goals to fit well in here. So he said that. I'm going to call him out on it in about a few weeks in the email. I hope that conversation wasn't recorded. You never know with you guys. We bought one of those machines in. It's okay. He doesn't like him because it misses a lot of the goals.
Oh, I almost heard you. There we go. All right, we're back. Canadians stuck in their own zone. Bisons moving the puck around. They're on the power play. Shot from the point, number 14, rips that off the glass over to the near side. Lucas tries to move it up over to Caden. Caden sends that down the ice, clear in the zone. That's going to do it for the Bisons power play. 17:56 left in your third period. Canadians up 4-3. Here's Caden trying to attack one more time, puts it down low, rolls down. The goalie able to just clear that out of his face. Puck goes behind the Bison's net. Santi goes in to pinch down, trying to take that away. Moved behind the net. Coming up the near side, the Bisons break out. 8 tries to make the move down the middle. Puck chopped off his stick, thrown through the slot. Santi picks it up, stretches it to Caden. Caden coming down the right side. Here comes Caden. Goes to the outside. Puck hops up on him. He rolls it around to the far corner. Number 44 tries to tip that off the boards. Kept in the zone by the Canadians. Going into the slot. Santi checked off the puck. Evan's going to take that, dump that back into the Bison zone. Boston is on the forecheck. Puck coming back out to center. Turned around by the Canadians. Put back into the Bison zone. Centering pass picked up by the Bisons. They send it to the far side. 4 skating onto it. Carson rubs him off the puck. It comes loose to Nate. Nate over in the near side, up to Justin. Justin centering pass just behind Thomas. 44 picking it up for the Bisons. Disrupted at the blue line by Carson. Put back into the Canadian zone. Canadians put that out to the wide side. Justin skates onto it, coming down, put it out in front for Boston. Set up for Thomas. It hops up in the air. He couldn't get his stick onto it. 9 coming up, kept in by Lucas. Now it comes out of the zone. He dumps it in there, and Bisons have control in their own zone. Number 3 trying to go to the far side. Ooh, comes off the side of the net. Canadians clear that away. Battled for it, low on those boards. Now it comes loose. Canadians put that up the near side and out to center with it. Bisons in their own zone, trying to set it back up. Coming down the near side of the ice, they dump it into the Canadian zone. Lucas is going to go back to play it. He puts that up, cleared away by stolen by number 41. Canadians jump on him right away, steal it back, and Sharky's going to put that out to center and then into the Bison zone. Bisons reverse it back to the near side, put that out to center. Lucas is going to take that. Skate it down the left side. Ooh, keeps a hit, takes that down low. Lucas cycling around. Flips that out in front, and the Bisons clear that away. Going to the right side, Bisons coming down into the Canadian zone. Number 12 taking it wide, thrown out in front. Poke check by Gage, puts that to the near boards. At the point, number 9 keeps that in the zone, wheels it around to the far side to 17. Puck's in the far corner, battled with Lucas, and Reed was in there. Evan has the puck behind the Canadians' net over to the far side. Damon picks it up, puts that out to center. 14 with it, dumps that back into the Canadian zone. Lucas picks it up, goes to the far side. Lucas shovels that out to center again. 14 takes that, puts that back into the Canadian zone. Evan picks it up. Here's Evan on the near side. There's a shot right into Gage. Gage will hang on for that whistle. Okay. Face off near side in the Canadian zone. Puck goes beyond the Canadians' net. Canadians move it over. Pace to the outside. Kept in by 14. Intercepted by Caden. Caden picks it up, coming into the Bison zone. Cuts into the middle. Chopped on. Goalie steers that to the far corner. Put out to the slot. and number 17, of the Bisons skates that in the Canadian zone. Centering pass comes up. Caden steals that and heads back the other way. There's 3 going back the other way. Here's Caden taking the outside look. Carries it. Throws it out in front. Tipped in. And there, sitting on the far side, Finn Temple puts that into the back of the net. It's a 5-3 game for the Canadians with 13:24 left in your third period. There's one for the grandparents in Manitoba. I hope you're tuning in now. Finn scoring, pass from below the goal line. Finn Sample picking the wide side of the net, making no mistake, puts his team up 5-3. Canadians win the faceoff, come right back into the Bison zone. Caden tried cutting into the middle, that's coming off his stick. Finn puts that around to the far side, into the near corner. Bisons chip that out to center and send that down the ice. Icing waved off. Lucas back to play it. Gets that over to Caleb. Caleb puts that off the boards on to Caden. Caden over to Finn down the left wing. Finn trying to catch up to it. Icing waved off. 13 takes away the puck, puts it up the near boards. And out to center. Lucas keeps that on the right side of center and sends that back into the Bison zone. Bisons go to the wide side. 8 puts it back to the far side, into the far corner in the Canadian zone. Lucas picks it up, starts coming down the ice with it, getting some speed over the red line into the Bison zone. Bisons goaltender steers that aside. At the line, Nate keeps that in for a sec, and then Bisons pick it up in their own zone, start coming down center with it, coming against Justin. They rip one on to Gage. Gage out to take the angle away. He hangs on to the puck with 12:10 left in this third period. Interference penalty being called on Lucas. He certainly doesn't like the call. He's not one to chat back to the refs, but he certainly was on that incident. Bisons go on the power play. Face off in the Canadian zone. Centerman tossed from the circle. Canadians come away with the face-off. Puck sent down the ice. Number 7 held up by number 9. If you're going to call interference on Lucas, how are you not calling it there? Anyway, puck comes back into the Canadian zone. Chipped right in front of a Gage. 41 picks up the puck, rolls around in the near corner. .16 with it. Cycling to the far corner. Put down low to 41. Put in the slot. Comes off the skate. Boston's going to take that, send that down the ice. Bison's back to their own zones, starting the breakout. 1:13 left in their power play. 11:20 left in the third period. Pass out to the near side to 7. Comes back to 17. Tipped back to number 9. Wheels it up the boards to 15. Carson puts him into the boards. And Nate moves that around, and as he catches up to the puck, the whistle goes. And Carson is going into the box. They're going to eject Carson from the game. Carson being escorted to the dressing room with 11:06 left in the third period. Justin also heading, no, he's just giving him the key. Pardon me, Justin heading back to the bench. Maybe it was worse than I initially imagined. I was trying to come in the zone and Carson put him into the boards. All right, 5-on-3 for 54 more seconds. Bisons going D to D, up high, cycling, or moving down low. There's a slap shot over the net, off the glass. And it hits the net. Whistle blows with 10:51 left in the third period. Face off comes out of the zone. Canadians had won it, but Reed's dump blocked by number 17. He goes into the far corner to pick it up. Fed to number 15. Reed with a good skate stops that. It comes off the post, stays out. Here's the crossbar, pardon me. Number 11 with it. Sending it down low for the Bisons. 18 trying to move that to the far side. 15 trying to pick that up behind the net. Thrown out into the high slot, number 11. Glove save, Gage. Gage with the quick reflexes takes away that, not really a one-timer, but one-timer with a quarter-second delay. 10:22 left in your third period. 13 seconds left in 5-on-3 play. Still a minute 16 on the following penalty. Face-off near side in the Canadian zone. Push towards the net. Case grabs it. He puts it off the boards and out. Comes out to center. Bisons have to clear the zone. They're not in a hurry to do so. Finally they do, and 11 comes down the right wing attacking. Back to 17, down to 11. Nate gets in there, takes a hit. Puck comes over to number 11, over to the near boards. Caden can move it around 17. Short side, on the Gage, straight down into the crease and helping him out. Pace taps it towards his pads. And play will stop with the 9:52 left in the third period. Five to 3 for the Canadians. And we're on the shorter side of halfway through the period. Face off in the Canadian zone. Bison still on the power play for 45 more seconds. Puck wheeled around to the far side. Sharkey chops at it. But Bison's number 13 holding it against the boards. Now 41 does the same. Comes away with the puck. Skates it down low. Drop pass to number 8. Cycles around. Back to the point. Here's number 13. Over to number 8. Glove save, Gage. Coming off the half boards, right around the dot. Number 8 tries to rip it glove side, and Gage takes that away, making the stop with 9:28 left in your third period. Face off far side in the Canadian zone. 41 taking it against Boston, scrambled. Coming away, Case couldn't get the clear out. Comes back to the point. 13 with it for the Bisons. Down to the half boards to 8. Hops over his stick. Going into the corner. Case against 41. 41 puts that out in front there. Slips. Pops up in the air. Still up for grabs. Trying to go short side. Canadians move to the far side. Reed directs that to the far corner. Low shot through the crease over to the near side. Held in by 13. He fires that towards the net. It's jammed. Sitting in the crease. Going for it. It's still there. There's Boston. Boston moves it to the blue line, but no further. Back on to Gage. Gage without a stick, and how it goes in on the rebound. Canadians had just gotten one back on. It'll be marked down as an even strength goal, but the Foothills Bisons score really with an advantage, but that's not how it is going to be marked on the score sheet. Nonetheless, they score late, or not late, but halfway through the third period. It's a 5-4 game. Canadians still in the lead. Bisons trying to come in right away. The Hawk comes over to the near side. Nate puts that out to center. Bisons put that right back in. Nate has it over to the far side to Evan. Evan from Finn. He taps that forward to Caden. Caden coming down the right wing. He gets the puck over to Finn. Finn hacked, loses his stick. Puck put out in front. Bisons clear it away. Here they come rushing down the ice again. Number 12 going out wide. Number 12 cycling it around, turns, fires it in front. Sticks lifted, couldn't get anything on it. 8 takes a shot. Santi with the block. Puck goes into the far corner. Finn puts that back into the corner. In to help out. I think that's Evan. Indeed it is. Finn's behind him, trying to help out for the Canadians. Battling against 16 and number 2, or 16 and another Bison. Yeah, it's number 2. They're going to blow the whistle here. Ref saw enough. We'll have the face-off on the far side in the Canadian zone. It's a 1-goal game with 7:38 left in the third period. Bisons last to score. Face-off won by the Canadians. Case checked by number 17. And Bisons keep that in the zone. They send it down low into the far corner. Cycled around to number 19, backhand. 18 had the shot. Gage had taken that away. 17 with it. Watched by Sharkey. Comes back. It's out. Oh, that definitely went out. Reed trying to battle it off. He takes on number 9, moves the puck over for Sharkey. Just out of his reach, comes back to the blue line. Lucas keeps it in, shovels it down for Damon. Damon rips one high on the goaltender. And it goes into his glove, stays there. Whistle goes with 6:59 left in your third period. Face off in the Foothills zone. On the far side. Canadians win the face-off. Lucas gets it over to Sharkey on the half board. Sharkey sends that down, rolls behind the net over to the near side. Comes back to the blue line and out to center. Lucas takes it, dumps that back into the Foothills zone. Tipped into the Canadian zone. Icing called with 6:31 left in the third period. Face off, near side in the Bison zone. Scramble draw. Bison's coming away with it. Coming down the right side. Centering pass up to 44. Tips that in the zone. Goes into the far corner. 44. Reverses back. Still in possession. Back to the point. Number 14. Rolls that in front. Tipped towards the net and hits a player. Goes to the far corner. Put out in front. 41. Couldn't get the stick on it. Nate had him tied up. Over to the point. Tipped in front. Lucas gets the track on it, puts it to the far boards. Bison still pinching. 41 coming in against Lucas, and Lucas carries him into the boards. Coming out with it, number 8, backhand, low on Gage. Gage stands up, puck still loose, comes over to Thomas. Thomas gets that out of the zone. Just enough to get it out. Thomas does his job. Comes out. Boston moves that up. Bisons come back into the Canadian zone. Nate fields the puck, tries to move it up the boards. Boston in to get it. Here's Nate. Wheeled around to the near side. Get it to the blue line, but not out. Now Justin gets it out, and Boston puts that out to center. Bisons coming in. Here's number 8 coming down the left wing. Rips one. Goes off the leg of Lucas to the far boards, up to Finn. Finn Gets that up, knocked down by a Bison player. Santi finds the loose puck, comes into the zone, trips on the blue line. Bisons have it in the near corner. Puck's in the Bison zone. Canadians on the forecheck, comes back to the point. Here's Evan, floats one to net. Rebound available, and the Bisons take that and put that into the netting. Play stops, 4:46 left in your third period. And the Bisons pushing in the last few minutes. However, the face-off down in the Bison zone right now, looking for the Canadians to capitalize on possession. Face-off won by the Bisons. Number 7 takes it into his own corner, wheels it around to the near side, out to center. Couldn't get the puck around Evan. It's returned back into the Bison zone. Number 2 picks it up, goes to the wide side, sends it down the ice. There's a race for it. Icing going to be waved off. Number 12 for the Bisons, battling against Case. In to help. Oh, cleared away by Evan. Puck had come into the slot. Evan got a hold of it, puts that out to center. Caden picks up the loose puck in his own zone. It's going to load up the Jets, go down the wide side. Couldn't make it past center cleanly. Bisons take that, put that back into the Canadian zone. 4 minutes to go in this third period. Case gets that. He's going to rip it down the ice and let the Canadians get a full change. 3:55 left in this third period. And the score is 5-4 in favor of the Canadians. Bisons ramping up the effort level. Face off in the Canadian zone on the near side. Bisons win it. Comes back to the point. Number 7 rips one. Oh, misses the mark. Goes off the far boards. Back up to 13. Who pinches in and keeps it in. Sends it into the far corner. Bisons throw a shot through the slot over to the near side. Sharkey got a stick on it. Ends up in the end boards. 18 tried to move that. Damon takes that away. Loose puck comes over to Lucas. Lucas puts that to the wide side. 13 picks it up for the Bisons. Off the boards he goes. 17 chips it up to the right wing to another player who puts it into the Canadian zone. Lucas picks it up, takes a look, goes behind his own net, puts it off the glass, looking for Sharkey to help out, who tops it into center. Bisons go back to their own side to reset. Reed, no, that's Damon. Disrupts play, and 7 has to go back to his own zone. Reed picks that up at the blue line. Reed walking it in, rips one high off the chest of the goaltender. Rebound comes off the end boards, hits the backside of the net, picking it up, moving down low. That's Caleb. Back to the point for Lucas, who sends that back into the corner. Caleb over to Lucas. Lucas's shot wide of the net goes to the far side. 13 gets a hold of it for the Bisons, uses the boards and sends that out. Sharkey with it. Cross-ice pass up to Caleb. Caleb finds some space on the right side. Hits the blue line. Low shot. Heads to the bench for a change. Bisons pick it up. Cycle it to the near side. Centering pass. Here comes 44. Tripped by Caden. Bison still in control. Arm up for the ref. There's a delayed penalty being signaled. Puck comes into the Canadian zone and Nate grabs it. .205 left in your third period. Bisons going on the power play. Going to make these last minutes interesting. Bisons electing to keep their goaltender in, and as I say that, I become a liar. They're pulling their goaltender right away. Maybe they should get a 6th player on. There he comes. Canadians put that out to center and clear it down the ice. Reed on the forecheck, keeping the Bisons in their own zone. They pass it up to the near side. 17 grabs that, cycles around, going to the far side. 17 gets it back now. Drop pass. Back to the point, number 9, tipped. 17 almost sent that, but it goes behind the net, sent back to the point on the near side. Number 7 has it down below the net to 17. 18 back to 17, through the slot, over to the near side. Nate couldn't clear the zone. 7 stops that. Nate gets to the second shot, goes into the corner, chopped down. Number 12 puts that below the goal line to number 17. Boston takes that, sends that down the ice. It's going to end up just off the mark. 105. Now let's do this right. Last minute of play in your third period, and the Bisons are coming down into the Canadian zone. Lucas picks up that puck, sends it down the ice again. Canadians still short-handed. They will be for another 45 seconds left in the third period. Bisons on the power play trying to come into the Canadian zone. They chip it behind the net. Lucas is there. Lucas rips that down the middle of the ice and all the way down into the right corner. 30 seconds to go in this third period. Damon on the forecheck. They move the puck around him while coming over to the near side. Bisons get that into the zone. Nate, nope, that's Damon trying to move it out. Comes in more. Case gets the chip on it. And Thomas gets that out. Oh, how about that time? All right, that'll do it. And the Canadians are going to take this game 5-4. Your fourth seed champions, the CAC. Think Green Alberta Canadians. Quite the battle. Canadians taking the game over in the second period. Bisons trying to chip back into it in the third. They got close but couldn't complete it. Canadians win 5-4. See you later. All right, leading the charge, Gage there. He had a great game. First goal was a little iffy, but he sure battled back and had an excellent showing after that. Good to see number 31 battle back there. And the Canadians having a great game too, especially the second period. They really took it over. We'll line up on the blue lines, get some player of the game and some awards handed it out. So the Canadians will finish the tournament 3-2 and fourth seed champions. Player of the game for the Bisons, number 12. Player of the game for the Canadians, number 5, Justin Frechette. Bobby O giving some words. Case and Nate standing up to receive the trophy on behalf of the Think Green Alberta Canadians. And the Canadians get to enjoy their time with the trophy. Looks like we'll set up at center and get a photo opportunity here. And Bobby O, we're going to take the picture of the team. Bobby O taking the picture there. He's the chair of the tournament. Talking to him all weekend. He says that we need to find some more teams. There's a little light on teams this year. I think it's normally a 4-team tournament or 4-division tournament. You can only field 2 instead of having 16 teams. They had 14 this year. And here the Canadians are raising that trophy. Can you pull the cord and just throw it under there, please? Thank you. Look at that. Each player taking their turn. Engage the winning goaltender. I see Damon with the trophy. Here we pass it off to Santi. Carson. Caleb. Great job by the Canadians as they slowly filter off the ice. We'll just say Happy New Year to all those tuning in on the CAC Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in for all of 2023. We will see you on the flip side. Next scheduled game is Sunday. I can't remember where. Hang on. I knew it yesterday. Emmy's probably losing her because I can't remember. 3 p.m. Oh no, that's Alberta Pro. Next game, 4:30. Alberta Pro. Or no, wait. 4:30 p.m. Think Green Alberta at PAC St. White. Oh yeah, we play them again. Oh, that's going to be a rough game. You'll want to tune in for that one. Strap on the pads. Put on the foil. We're going to Parkland for a bruiser of a game. Sunday, January 7th at 4:30 p.m. Happy New Year, everyone. Be safe. We'll see you next year. Oh, I'd like to thank my dad for filming all weekend. Get one more shout out there.